Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make elderberry syrup with frozen elderberries, and I'm using local raw honey that I picked up at a local farm stand near my house. And I do have an elderberry glycerin video that I made, but this is elderberry syrup with honey that goes in the refrigerator. So before I get started, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, and comment down below. Also, check out my description down below. I have a new merchandise link, and with that link I have you go over to Teespring, and I'm using my art that I've made the last 6 years and putting it into the merchandise, whether it's shirts or bags or hats, mugs, and I'm really excited about it. There's one of my collage pieces behind me. So like I say in my introduction video, if you haven't watched it, I'm an artist and an herbalist. So check out my merchandise, support this channel, and let's get started with the syrup. What I have in this bowl is elderberries that were frozen, and I let them sit out to thaw for about an hour, and now I'm measuring them. I just added 2 cups to my pot, and we'll see how many cups I have, because for every cup of the frozen elderberry, I'm going to, well, the now thawed elderberry, I'm going to use 1 cup of water. Okay, in my pot I have 6 cups of elderberry, and I'm going to add 6 cups of water, and I'm not using well water. I bought spring water, or you can use distilled water, but try to use the purest water that you can buy to make your syrup. Okay, I have added my water, and I just turned my pot on low, like a number 3. So if you're using dried elderberries, you would want to use 2 cups of water per cup dried elderberry, but I am using frozen, so there is some more water content, and I just did 1 cup berries, 1 cup water, so equal amounts. And I'm going to let this simmer. It might simmer about an hour. I'm going to have to keep checking, but what I want to do is reduce my liquid to about half. So I have about 3 cups of a very strong tea or decoction that I will then blend with my honey. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I simmered the tea down, and you can see the line on the pot. So that's the nice thing about using the elderberry, is that it makes a stain, and you can see how it worked, how I cooked off. I'm thinking about half the liquid, but I'm going to strain and measure and see exactly how much I have, so I know how much honey to add. I'm straining the elderberry into a big bowl, and I'm going to press lightly with a wooden spoon. You can see that it's already stained purple, which is such a brilliant color, brilliant dye. I don't know if I'd want to use this for that purpose because it's such a great medicine, but I'm going to push down lightly on the berries. You can see how I kind of flatten the berries. That was by pushing with the wooden spoon, and I'm going to compost this, and I have a little bit more to strain. So I'm going to measure my elderberry tea back into my pot and heat it just ever so lightly, just real low, so I can add in the honey and stir. I don't want to ruin the enzymes because I'm using local raw honey. So I'm going to see how many cups I have. Okay, so I'm using some local raw honey, and it looks like about 2 cups in 24 ounces. So I'm going to need to open another bottle. And if I have just over 3 cups of tea, and you want to make sure you use enough honey. It seems like so much, but it helps preserve the syrup. And like I said, I just want to mix the honey, but I don't want to heat it. I'm going to have to get a spatula. Yeah, it's really hard to give like a fixed amount of time that the elderberry syrup is good in the refrigerator, because it really depends on the temperature of your refrigerator. If you have a new one, an old one, the temperature of your house, because if it's really warm, then oftentimes the refrigerator isn't as cold. If you leave it out, if someone introduces bacteria into the jar, like if you have someone in your house, use it, take a spoonful and then put the spoon back in. So you want to keep it sanitary. But I recommend pouring, like maybe keeping a jelly jar size amount in your refrigerator and make the rest into elderberry ice cubes so that you know it's good, and you can then melt them as you want to use them, because the elderberry syrup made with honey, 2 to 3 months max, I would say. But if you would, like I said, get some bacteria in the jar by like a spoon or something, or if you left it out, it could go bad sooner. So usually I just take the lid off, smell it. I use my nose to check a lot of things in the refrigerator, but that will be able to, usually you can tell if something is still good or not. So there you have it, 3 finished pint jars of elderberry syrup. Beautiful, deep purple, dark black looking syrup. It's gonna go right in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna keep it there until my friends pick it up, and I'm gonna keep some for myself. And that's it, pretty simple. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot today. Making herbal remedies can be rather simple with a little bit of guidance, and it's just like cooking. You get practiced, you get accomplished, you get confidence, and you also start to really fall in love with the plants. So thank you. Come again and be well.